Hello students, so here are the suggested solutions for exercise 2D for the questions I asked you to try. So let's begin. The first question 1D, we have 4 and 1/6 minus negative 4 and 2/3, right? So what we're going to do, right, let me change my pen color. The first thing we should do is to see if we can rewrite this as an improper fraction, right? So 4 and 1/6 is actually 25 over 6. We can write it in this way, right? Minus, now negative 4 and 2/3. How does it look like? So 4 times 3 plus 2. That will give us 14 over 3, right? So negative 14 over 3. Okay, so the next thing we can do is we realize that when we minus a negative number, okay, it's the same result as addition. So we can add them. Okay, this is 14 over 3. Now, in order to add two fractions together, remember, we need to make the denominator the LCM, right? So in this case, I can make the denominator both over 6. So 28 over 6. Putting them together, 25 plus 28 gives us 53. So we have 53 over 6. Right, which will return the value 8 and 5 over 6. Okay, so that's the first question. Right, the next question. This time round, we are dealing with multiplication. So again, the same idea. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this as an improper fraction, right? So we have 49, negative 49 over 8, right? Multiply by 3 over 14. Okay, so from here, we can actually figure out that 49, if I divide by 14, is actually 7 over 2, right? So what happens is I can simplify this a little bit. Okay, we have, you can put it together if you want to, it's easier to see, right? This will be the same as 8 multiplied by 14. Okay, and we work this one out, it will be 49 times 3 divide by 8, and then you divide by 14. That will give us 21 over 16, right? Negative 21 over 16. Okay, and then when we write it as a mixed number, because it's neater, it looks like this, negative 1 and 5 over 16. Yep, that's how you can actually present your work in a very systematic manner, right? Okay, moving on to the next question, question 4F. This time round, we have a division. Okay, so again, the first step never change, right? Let's write them as improper fraction. It will help us to visualize what we need to do easier. So 1 times 3 plus 2. This will be negative 5 over 3. Now, what we learn is that the division is actually similar or equivalent to the multiplication of the reciprocal. So we can do just that, right? And then continue to simplify. We have a negative number multiplied with another negative number that gives us a positive number. So we have 8 times 3 in the numerator, 9 times 5 in the denominator, and that will give us 8 over 15. There we go. Okay, we're almost done. Let's move on to the next question. All right, so over here we have something a little bit more complex, putting all the skills we've learned together. Well, it doesn't matter. We know what to do. There's no need to panic, right? So what we do, we have a negative 3 over 2. When we try to square it, we know that it's going to be equals to 9 over 4, right? Multiply by, now on this side, okay, some work needs to be done. So same thing, let's write it as improper fraction. That will be 7 over 3. Continue to simplify the portion inside the bracket, right? So that will be 1 over 15 minus 20, let me try to do this, times 5 is 35, 35 over 15, right? That will give us 9 over 4 times negative 34 over 15, right? And simplifying this will be negative, right? 9 times 34 in the numerator 4 times 15 in the denominator. Okay, and then we simplify this. We get negative 51 over 10. Okay, and that of course can be also written as negative 5 and 1 over 10. Okay, right, moving on. Now, this question, they ask us to use the calculator to evaluate the following. Okay, we can do that, right? So it's just a matter of pressing the calculator carefully. We have pi, right, plus 5.5 divide by negative 2.1, and then we square this value. That will give us 16.93358812 and so on, right? And we want it in 3 decimal places, so 3 decimal places will give us 16.934. And let's indicate this is 3 decimal places. We can use 3dp as abbreviation. Okay, right? Finally, the last question I ask you to try is to figure out the exact value of 3 minus 2.9 recurring. Okay, so how do we actually deal with this? Now, what exactly is 2.9 recurring, right? So that is something that we need to figure out. Okay, so 2.9 recurring, if we are going to let A be equals to 2.9 recurring, right? That means 10A is actually equals to, that means multiplied by 10 is 29.9 recurring, right? So it actually goes on forever. Okay, so what happened is, okay, if we take 10A minus A, this is the same as 29.9 recurring minus 2.9 recurring, right? So that means that 10A minus A is 9A. This is actually the same as, well, the 9 recurring portion it goes, so this is 27, which means A is 27 divided by 9, which is going to be equals to 3. Therefore, okay, 3 minus 2.9 recurring is equals to 3 minus A, right, which is equals to 3 minus 3, which is equals to 0. There we go. We have actually shown the exact value. This exact value is 0. Well, hope that helps you understand how this recurring works a little bit better. Have a nice day.